Gentlemen, welcome back to the shop. Today we're working on the trailer again. Same as last time. As you can see, they actually bent the whole of the what do you call it, the disselboom. I'll put it up here. It got bent again. Borrowed my trailer to someone and they fucked it up royally. So let's get back into it and start stripping. Okay, so first up we need to take the 7-pin plug off. I'll put a video up in the corner there. I did a video when I did this with a little pigtail slash umbilical that you can use it without the plug hanging around. If you see the green hands, that was just after I did the painting of the sheep corral. That's also another project video. Next up we are taking the hitch off. If I can remember correctly, it's a size 19 range ring flat, so it's probably a 12mm M12 bolt. Okay, with that done, next up is the safety chain. I just ground that out. We'll reuse it later on, clean it up and reuse it. Then we need to take off the mounting plate for the hitch. I need to reuse this one as the serial number, the chassis, the VIN number, the chassis number of the trailer is stamped into that plate, so we've got to reuse it. Otherwise, I've got a what do you call it? Illegal trailer. So yeah, we need that VIN number. That was the one that was stamped in when I bought it. So just ground that out, clean it up, and we'll reuse it later on. Next up we need to start taking the old drawbar off. Switched over to the 9-inch grinder, and yeah, I made the biggest mistake. And there I've just cut off my cable, that little bit of smoke you're seeing there, so I'll have to rewire this trailer in any case again. Fuck! This is not what I wanted to do. Ah! Idiot! I am going to splice that cable. There's no way I'm going to pull out the old trailer. Okay, so let's not stop the job further on. Just grinding, getting all of the old metal off. I won't be reusing any of this, so I just laid it in and got it out of there. Guys, be careful for a 9-inch grinder. It's not your friend. Always be careful with it. Initially I thought of putting the trailer back on its back again like in the first video, but on the first video I had hands to help me, and this time I didn't, so took the chance and said, okay, right, we're gonna do this one standing as is. So we'll have to see how good I am at overhead welding. Sorry for the flash there. And once again, making use of my mud board. There's a video of that as well. Guys, if you're ever working like this in the dirt, build yourself a mud board like that one, and you'll be surprised how more convenient and nicer it is to actually do a job. Small change to build one, and it's one of those things. I don't know why I haven't done this probably 10-20 years ago, because I've been using it ever since. Every time you've got a job like this where you have to lay in the dirt, just magic. Okay, so over here I'm just taking a big crowbar and the last bit of welding that I couldn't get to breaking it off there. Taking the small 4-inch grinder where I couldn't reach. And there we go, I think we're almost there. Just a little bit more. That should be it. There we go. Now it's just clean up. Making sure we've got all the old metal off and back to the bare frame that we can start welding on again. Switching over to the grinding disc from a cutting disc. This is actually, I can't remember, but I think this is one of those hybrid discs where you can both grind and cut with it. This is a 9-inch DeWalt grinder. It takes its toll on you if you're not used to it. Alright gentlemen, so what I've done is I've lined everything up, got everything in place, got it center lined. I've got a piece of fishing line here that I lined up on this side. So everything's lined up and ready to get tacked together. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start and just tack this corner together. But I first need to cut out the little piece here, because what's happening is the nut from the underside actually sits right in this corner. So I'll just cut out the section there and we'll take it from there. Okay, first off, just mark it off. There's no real set size on this, it's just to get the 12mm bolt in there. Done it before, so I've got a good feel for it. Back onto the 9-inch grinder. This was actually a bit of a ball ache with that. I clamped on the section of channel. On the one end it fit fine, and on the other end that one was jumping a bit, so that was a bit of a hassle, but eventually we got through it. Persevered. I changed the new drawbar. The old one was made out of 2mm cold rolled channels, and seeing that this is the third time that I'm doing this over, I decided to change this over to a 100 by 50 structural channel. It's a PFC, parallel flange. And so what in essence we'll be doing is we'll be changing the failure mode. If someone leaves the jockey wheel down again like all 2 previous times, and drives over something and the jockey wheel looks, it's either going to break the jockey wheel or something else. I can't see the drawbar bending again, so I decided to beef it up to a structural section, just because I'm fed up of doing this. I mean, if you've done it somewhere, someone's got to learn. So let it be me. If the jockey wheel breaks again, well, if it happens again and the jockey wheel breaks, we'll just replace the jockey wheel. Get whoever broke it to pay for a new jockey wheel. Okay, there we're starting the weld. Tacked everything up, took the clamps off, and I was actually not, well, let's call it, it wasn't that bad, so I was actually surprised at my overhead welding there. Didn't come out bad at all. Once again, using the needle scaler, brilliant tool, guys. It's also one of those things that you should have had years and years ago. Here we go, and moving over to the other side. Same thing there. Once again, mudboard coming in handy. Clamping everything together, making sure everything's lined up. This was actually done before we went and loaded the sheep for the new farming venture, so that's why I needed to do the drawbar on the trailer, because it was due to be used in the next week or so, so I had to finish this off. Now it's just the mounting plate for the hitch. Had a little bit of an inclusion there, just weld it over, burn it out. Once again, you'll see me use the pinky thumb, the finger collapse technique to get steady on it. Guys, always make sure that you've got somewhere to steady yourself on it. Once again, there you can see the pinky and the thumb together, and I just collapse the pinky and the thumb as the rod gets shorter. This is a real-time shot. As you can see, this is how fast it actually is when you do not time-lapse it. What I want to show you is actually, and that's a sort of a difficult part to get your head around when starting arc welding. So all the new guys, look at this clip here. The rod is actually getting shorter while the weld is moving in the opposite direction. So it's not that you're dragging the stinger along with the weld. It's actually sort of counterintuitive in the wrong direction. Concentrate on your weld puddle, concentrate on the distance between your rod and your weld puddle, and with a little bit of practice your head starts doing it by itself. Been a while since I had a slag peel like this one. Huh. There we go. Yeah, and this thing is screaming hot now. So what I need to do is I need to put in a little gusset here at the bottom and a few gussets there. I'll show you as we get along. But for now I'm just going to leave this one to cool down a bit. But this weld is going nowhere. Okay, next up is a little gusset that goes onto the drawbar, between the drawbar and the frame up in the front corner. Just 25 by 5, is it 20? Yeah, 25 by 5 flat bar there in that little corner, just trimming them up. Making sure they fit in and then tacking them on. And now we can weld it. The flat weld's always easy. Now it's that uphill. 60-13 rod uphill. I battle with it. I'm going to be honest with you, I battle with it. I had to do a couple of runs here. Yeah, I tried it downhill and it was just a mess. Back over it uphill. There we go. Once again, trying a couple of techniques, not getting it right in any sense of the word. There we go, that one was not too bad. And then the flat weld runs like a dream again. And just the same on the other side now. Okay, so the only portion left to do is actually to fit the jockey wheel. Jockey wheel's got just a little clamp that fits on there. Now initially I thought about putting it in fairly in the middle of the channel, but what I think is I'm going to put it fairly high up to the top end. In order, you'll save about 2 inches down here, and this is every time there's something weird happening, this is where it happens. So I'm going to drill the 3 holes. What'll happen is once I've got it done, your jockey wheel will basically sit as far up as possible. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's get cracking. Okay, so I know I have to still paint this whole thing. I've got the paint. I'm not going to say that I need to get paint. I've got the paint, I just need to paint it. But tomorrow morning I need this trailer. Got to move some stuff, machines, etc, etc. They're all coming up in a future video. So first things first, let's get them here, and then we can continue the paint on the trailer. 10mm bolt, just takes a 17 socket. I had to drill the 3rd bolt for this one, the 3rd hole for this one, yeah. So that's what I was scared of. Let's see if we can make this sort of work. Oh, I'm gonna have to embiggen this hole. Let's see what size the roll better. I need to go and get one. Gentlemen, this trailer has got some work to it still. I think there's going to be a couple of episodes, future episodes, on fixing up the trailer. So look out for that one. Now it should work. Gentlemen, we're going to call it at this. This is made it thus far. Thanks for watching. As always, please rate, comment, subscribe. The paint I'll do off-site and out of the camera. I'm not going to bore you with that. But we'll be working on this trailer still in the near future, so look out for that one. And as always, stay safe.